In this episode on Indo-Tibetan Border Police Force, we will see from close quarters how this toughest combat outfit among the Central Armed Police Forces are deployed all along the crazy heights in the Himalayas, including that at the second highest military outpost known as OP Dorjila, which is located close to 19,000 feet.
They are all over this place, the length and breadth of the great Himalayas. They came into being as direct result of 1962 war with China. When there is summer in rest of India, it's still very cold at ITBP locations. And when there is a real winter in the rest part of India, it's severe freezing cold at these border outposts in the Himalayas, where soldiers from ITBP are posted. They live here, they survive here, in eyeball-to-eyeball situation, facing the Chinese People's Liberation Army, day in and day out. While the diplomats keep the talks lines open between India and China, the international border with our large neighbor still remains unmarked along the mighty Himalayas. Until that is done, assignment for ITBP is tough. Always fully loaded and on guard. This is ITBP, warriors of the snowlands. In this exclusive episode on ITBP, television cameras were taken to remote locations to record and play back visuals of these soldiers from the mountains, while acknowledging services of this Central Armed Police Force, whose exploits are highly rated by special and elite forces around the world. Among all paramilitary forces or CAPFs, operational duties of ITBP are toughest. Majority of ITBP garrisons are located at remote, rocky and rough places. Often air is thin at these border locations, where soldiers are routinely quarantined to get acclimatized for postings along the Indo-China border. Despite hostilities and bad memories of 1962 war with China, communities living on both sides of the line of actual control do trading of commodities. Looking from west to east, Shipkila, located at the Indo-China border outpost in Himachal Pradesh, is the first trading gate. And the second one is located at the fabled Nathula Pass in Sikkim. Nathula Pass trading route is often described as the original Silk Route between India and China. Recently, both India and China agreed to streamline commerce traffic at the Nathula Pass post. 4 to 5 days a week, depending on the buyers and sellers' needs across the border, ITBP detachment posted at this location has been given delicate and mandate task by the North Bloc while manning the Nathula Pass to keep a hawk eye on any suspicious movement. 5 days a week, trading takes place.
There are only two trading points along the Indo-China border. One is at the Shipkila at Himachal Pradesh, and second one is here at the Nathula Pass, here in Sikkim.
The day when RSTV crew was recording Chinese movement at the Nathula Pass gate, incoming trucks from Tibet appears to be in a great hurry to reach the trading hut at the Sherathang. This area is highly restricted. Movement of all personnel are controlled and strictly monitored by the ITBP commandants. Unlike Nathula, trading that happens at Shipkila Pass in Himachal happens only for a few weeks during the springtime. Located at Shipkila Trading Gate is this milestone erected to mark rare location visit by Indira Gandhi. As the story goes, Indira Gandhi took personal interest to mark the boundary between India and China at Shipkila Pass after people from Shipki village pleaded her to allow them to remain within the Chinese Tibet. Looking at these perfect postcard frames belies one fact. Do not look at the landscape from photographers' point of view. Providing logistics at these peaks in high altitude ITBP gun positions is a difficult task. Take for example this sliding trolley placed across a deep gorge. Dangerous and tricky. Essentials are roped away to the either side of the gorge. If there is no disturbing air current, trolley will reach the other end in 45 minutes. If it has to be carried on foot by soldiers, believe it or not, it would take 3 days to complete the task. Surviving in wilderness of jungles in the Himalayas is a technique that ITBP soldiers have mastered. Preliminaries are taught by specialist commandos in training garrisons. When you go out, look for monkeys, observe them, eat what they eat, follow them and do not touch what they don't. Be part of forest. And living in thick jungles also means sourcing food for survival from the forest itself.
ITBP is deployed here, which is one of the most difficult borders anywhere in the world. You see, the terrain is harshest and weather conditions are the worst which can be there anywhere in the world.
Just forget whatever you might have seen in movies or other documentaries dramatizing living in the wild. For these warriors of the ITBP, walking on 2 feet fully loaded with weapons to guard our Indo-China borderline along the Himalayas and miles away from any help or habitation, these men and women of the ITBP appears to have written a new chapter for assignment in the mountains. All along the Himalayas lies the disturbing fault line in the earthquake map of India. Himalayas came into being after Indian subcontinental plate had smashed into the Eurasian plate. Earthquakes are reported on a higher side in this region. And there comes into the picture the Indo-Tibetan Border Police Force, the natural choice as the first responder during any natural or man-made calamity situation in the mountains. Scrambling forces for a rescue attempt or extending help to civilian administration depend on just one factor: how soon or fast ITBP can reach to the trouble spot. Well, by establishing regional disaster relief centers, ITBP appears to have tackled this problem. This is one such regional disaster relief center. It has all the relief material that may be required for at least first 3 days when disaster strikes. When the actual earthquake wave strikes, this is what happens. ITBP force has a drill to follow.
The ITBP is the first responder to any kind of disaster in the Himalayas. We have 7 regional response centers, 3 in Himachal, 3 in Uttarakhand and 1 in Sikkim. And we also have 2 battalions of the ITBP with the NDRF. And the ITBP has done yeoman work for saving lives and livelihood, be it the Leh earthquake, be it the Sikkim episode, or be it the Uttarakhand floods, where ITBP saved over 33,000 lives and livelihood.
As Himalayas are source of majority of rivers of India, fast-moving rapids and streams in the mountains had put ITBP to test their skills to the limits of endurance. Now we come to that part of ITBP's deployment about which the force speaks with confidence. Location is Outpost Dorjila, height 18,750 feet above the sea level. Second highest militarized post in the world, second only to the Siachen Glacier Zone. Those who are stationed here have to undergo a strict 14-day acclimatization, and no one is allowed to stay beyond 30 days of posting. The atmospheric pressure is palpable here. At this height, one has to walk very slowly to conserve every ounce of energy available in the red blood cells. OP Dorjila is located not far from this mystical Guru Dongmar Lake in North Sikkim.
The height of Dorjila is 18,750 feet, where temperatures go down to minus 45 degrees and the air is very rarefied. The ITBP took over this post from the Assam Rifles in 2004. And the ITBP is maintaining many such posts like this with similar heights, with similar temperatures. And several posts of ITBP are also air maintained. But I will just tell you that the morale of our men is very high, and they are always there, ready, always and every time for the security of the country.
For the mountains, for the mountain passes, for the Himalayan peaks, it's only the ITBP, the Indo-Tibetan Border Police Force of force, that is safeguarding India's Himalayan border.
With my cameraman colleagues Dushmanta Behra and MS Suresh, this is Vineet Dikshit for the National Security Series.